Gazing on God is the one thing needful, the thing to place at the top of our daily to-do lists. Perhaps you might want to literally do that and put time with God in your diary. If you look at the week ahead, where is the time set aside to gaze on God? If, as Augustine insightfully said, sin is being curved in on yourself, then the opposite is to lift our eyes and gaze on God. This is what we were made for. How we do the one thing needed looks different for all of us. What matters is turning our attention and directing our love daily to God. Nothing helps us to keep that great commandment to love him more than setting him before us. Mother Teresa said that you only keep your lamp burning if you fuel it. Gazing is how we fuel our love for God. As C.S. Lewis wrote, we are to be fully God-centered, asking of God no gift more urgently than his presence, than the gift of himself, joyous to the highest degree and unmistakably real. A gaze is more than a glance. To gaze is to take time to look and appreciate, to explore with your eyes, to know someone better. This is why Moses asked to see God's glory, why David said that it was the one thing he asked for above all others. Nothing compares to the surpassing worth of knowing God. Not long after Trevor died, my dear friend Sonia joined him in glory. She had mentioned aches and pains, but none of us expected her to die of a brain tumour just weeks later. Before her death, I nervously went to visit her in the hospice, only to find that the Lord's presence was tangible and heaven was near. As I read Psalm 27 to Sonia, she joined in from memory. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. The lightest of gauze voile curtains hung over the French doors in her room. Through them you could see bright sunshine on the water, flowing into a pool in the courtyard. Her friend Amanda wrote to me afterwards of the living water and the brilliant light the veil reveals behind. Too often I have lived as if there were a concrete partition, not a torn veil, between me and the eternal. As if Jesus had not died, as if the Holy of Holies in the temple was still barred by an impenetrable curtain, as if I had not been invited in. But we have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain that is his body. And so we can know today that we are welcomed into the throne room of God, to know his face shining on us. As Andrew Murray writes, Jesus secures not only our entrance, but our abiding there. What greater blessing is there than the infinite joy of gazing on God? Jonathan Edwards beautifully describes the love of God as an exhaustless fountain, for we can never, by soaring and ascending, come to the height of it. We can never, by descending, come to the depth of it, or by measuring, know the length and breadth of it.